I want to change lives. I want to show people how to progress in their money. I want to show people how to progress in their mindset. I want to show people how to progress in their brand so that way they can take care of their family, take care of their finances, and experience freedom.
Hey, Facebook Live, how you doing? It's so good to see you. This is your girl, Lotus Riche with Lotus Riche Ignites. I am so happy that you are on with me. Now, so many of you have asked me, Lotus, you did a broadcast a while back and you had this gentleman on. He was phenomenal. So guess what? I am bringing back this millionaire who hit his first million at 21, because we got a lot of entrepreneurs out here that's trying to level up their business and you don't know how. So if you have a question, just one question that you would ask somebody who's already done it, who's already been where you're trying to go and doesn't mind sharing it, this is the broadcast you want to be on. Go tell your friend, go tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, tell your teacher too. Because here is the classroom, and I am bringing to you today none other than the marketing magnificent master, Mr. Andy Audate. So here you go. So come on in, Andy. How you doing?
I'm live.
What's going on?
I'm live.
Woo! Yes, you are. Yes, you are. So welcome to the show, the Marketing Miracle, Andy Audate.
I like that, the marketing miracle.
Yeah. I love it. So, Andy, I want to thank you, one, for coming back on the show, because we had so many people come on and ask me, hey, when are you going to have him back on? I missed it. I want to come on. I want to ask a question. And I said, you know what? I am going to have him come back on. I'm super excited that you're here, first and foremost. And so thank you for coming.
Man, thank you so much, Lotus, for having me, man. I'm super pumped and excited to be part of this show.
Awesome. So we're going to get right into it, folks. Those of you that's coming in, come on in, because you already woke up winning. You woke up winning, one, because you're alive, and two, because you're on this show right here. And you know why you woke up winning? Because you are unstoppable. My friend Terrance Leftridge says always this, all the time. Just be unstoppable. And Wanda Hollis always tells me you got to wake up winning. So now that all of you have woken up and you're winning, come on in, get in where you fit in, because I always got room around my table for you, because this is right where you belong if you're trying to level up. So, Andy, what's been going on with you? What you've been doing? I've been seeing you all over the place. What's going on?
Oh, man, we have a lot going on. I'm really, truly excited to announce the Progression Conference. We're getting started. Is there a way to turn down that music just a little bit?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Bam.
Yeah, so we're working on the Progression Conference, and we're also working on the Brand Marketing Summit. The Brand Marketing Summit is one of the most in-depth training that I'll be doing as far as marketing goes. So sales, what I recognize in business is that you can only do so much in sales because you're going to have a cap as far as the energy that you give out to increase your income, because there's only so many calls you can do. There's only so many dials you can do. There's only so many calls you can knock. So you got to get to a point where you got to recognize, like, hey, I want my energy best served if I have clients calling me saying that they're ready to go. They're ready to purchase. And that's what I seen in my business that was the determining factor that allowed me to grow, which was customers or potential clients calling me and saying, hey, Andy, I'm ready to go. So now the Brand Marketing Summit is a 2-day in-person event in Los Angeles. And so we're getting prepared for that. We're currently creating the in-depth curriculum based on our clients' orientation call. So Lotus, who did an orientation call, all of our clients did an orientation call. We'll have 50 people in the room, 50 speakers, and 50 brands in the room that did orientation calls where we dissected each person's brand, what they have done, all the way to where they want to go, and we're putting a marketing plan for each and every single one of them.
Exactly. Fantastic. So we already are getting into this thing. We already got a person on standby. They want to talk to you. I talked to them a moment ago, and I told them, let me call you back, because they're from overseas. They got a question for you that they want to suggest to you. But guess what? I have got 4 entrepreneurs that want to talk to you and ask you some quick questions. And I don't want to keep them standing by. So those of you that are coming in, come on in, get in where you fit in. When you come in, if you love what Marketing Miracle Andy Audate has got to say, go ahead and put a 1 in. Put a 1 in down there. And guess what? When you put that 1 in, I need to see a 1. When I get the first one, I'm going to let you know how to wake up winning every day, because I'm going to bring in another entrepreneur that's got a fantastic question for Mr. Andy Audate. All right, I need to see a 1. That's what I'm talking about. Wait, I got some comments right there. Let's see. Hey, Dr. Brooks, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Wanda D. Hollis, to Wake Up. Woo! What's going on?
Hey, I'm so happy to be here with the miracle marketing expert, genius, superpower, dynamic king. Yes.
Man, Wanda, I'm more excited. I don't know who's more excited than me or you, because when I saw your face when we first got on the screen, I said, dang, Wanda, she's powerful.
Yes. all that light.
All that light. I'm trying to figure out what are you using? Are you using egg yolk, or is it just cocoa butter? Like
you know, this is just the ancestors.
Okay,
the ancestors empowering.
Amen.
Super glow. That's all I can say. Little water, little soap. Sometimes no soap, just water.
Dude, man, you got it in the DNA.
Awesome. So guess what, Andy? Guess what? I know you know some powerful people, but I know that you are super awesome. You wake up every day winning. But you know what I learned from you the last time? I learned from you that you are like this guy right here, unstoppable. We have with us Terrance Leftridge. Terrance Leftridge from Unstoppable. He's going to ask you a question as well. Hey, Terrance.
Hey. It is an unstoppable day, and it's gotten even better now that we get a chance to hang out with the millennial marketing miracle himself. Andy, what's happening, my brother?
I'm amazingly amazing, man. How you feeling today, man?
Man, if I had your hand, I'd cut mine off.
I pick it up, baby. Fantastic.
I love it.
So Wanda and Terrance, I'm so happy that you're here with us. And I really, for you folks that's out there, you guys know Terrance, you guys know Wanda. They wake up winning every day because they're unstoppable. Go ahead and put a number 3 in down below if you are here and you ready to level up, because we are about to get into this thing so deep in the next 45 minutes to an hour. If you miss it, hit the replay. But what you can do is start what, you guys?
A watch party.
That's right, because this is a party to help you ignite and take flight. So we got one other entrepreneur that we're going to bring on, and they all have questions for, who did we say that we have on? Y'all say it with me. The marketing miracle.
Andy Audate.
Now, look, we wouldn't be served well if we didn't have somebody to come on and talk to us about how our laws work. We don't know how our laws work, and our people in government need to know how to level up for themselves, but also when they move into government, they need to be able to teach the average citizen how to level up. And guess what? You cannot level up if you don't know how. So I got somebody today, Andy, who wants to know how to level up. So welcome, Ceretta Smith. Ceretta Smith.
Ooh, yeah.
How's everybody? How are you?
Good. So Ceretta, go ahead and tell Andy who you are.
So my name is Ceretta Smith, and I am a candidate for State Senate, District 23 in the Peach State of Georgia.
Woo-woo!
Oh man! Hey, look, I'm excited to come to Georgia. I'll be in Georgia. I think we had like 40 something. I forgot the date. We have a couple of events on the calendar, but I'll be in Georgia March 27th. Now I want to see you live and in person.
Yes. Absolutely, we're gonna make that happen. I will be in the space and in the place.
There you go.
I love it.
I'm speaking in the Progression Conference. So please come on up and check us out. You're gonna love it. It's gonna knock your socks off. You're gonna have a great time. So definitely want you to come. And we got one more thing before we head overseas, because we got somebody standing by with a question for you. Now, see, this is the thing that I learned when I was in the military. You can be a lady, okay, and you can do your thing, and you can be powerful when you can lead people through having stripes, strength, and lipstick. So today, the author of Stripe, Strength, and Lipstick, and if I say it wrong, she gonna correct me, none other than the retired, what? You want to hear? What you say? What you say, Jennifer McNeill?
Jennifer McNeill
Is in the house. Jennifer McNeill is in the house. So she just was on. So let me see. Jen, are you there? Let me add you back again. If we lost you, Jen, come on, call back in, pull back in, and we're going to bring you up, okay? There she is.
Yes, she is.
She is Jennifer McNeill.
Hey, Jennifer.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. She's the author of Stripe, Strength, and Lipstick. So we on. So now what we're going to do is we're getting ready to let everybody ask Andy their first question, okay? But we have a magnificent person that's on with us right now, and she's going to ask Andy the first question. Andy, guess what?
I'm ready.
We got this magnificent mogul. She was dynamic in Japan playing rugby. Not only that, she is associated with so many greats as a translator, a Japanese translator, okay? And you may not be able to see her face, but we have Takako Matsudira on with us. Takako, are you there?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I am good. Sorry about my voice.
It's in the wee hours in Japan. She's out of Tokyo, Japan, but she's here, and we're going to take our first question from Takako Matsudira. And she's been on board with some of the best people in the world. I'm just going to flash somebody's face, and if you know him, you know him. If you know him, you know him. So, Takako, please go with the first question. If you could ask one question of a marketing miracle, the marketing miracle Andy Audate, to level up your business and help other entrepreneurs, what would it be?
Yes, and just want to say, first of all, Lotus, thank you always for your show. You know, you are my mentor, and you always bring amazing guests and share awesome information. And look at you guys, like you're just like on fire, you know, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love the energy and everything. So yeah, the question I have for you, Andy, to go, like I'm just started being being a self employee recently, and to what were the first thing that I should focus on as far as marketing goes?
Well, where's your revenue coming from?
Sorry?
Where's your revenue coming from?
From providing interpretation service.
Are you already producing revenue?
Yes.
So you now you have a system that replicates or reproduces revenue for you on a monthly basis.
System, I guess I have clients. Yes.
The question is, are you producing revenue on a monthly basis?
Yes.
Okay, great. So where are your clients currently at? Not physically,
in Japan.
Online. Where do they spend their time?
I usually interpret in like a live event, seminars.
All right. Let's backtrack.
I also do rugby interpretation for the teams.
Let's backtrack a bit. Who is your client? Who is the ideal client? Who's going to give you money?
Everybody. And let me just say that because she's very modest, but she translated for the Rugby World Cup this past year. So that's who we got on the phone with us. She translated for the Rugby World Cup this year.
Awesome. So I really want to get a clear explanation or a clear understanding of who your client is. Yesterday I was talking to a organization, And I was sharing with them because what they presented to me was like, hey, we're going to try for everyone. I said, that's great. That's amazing. That's powerful. If you try for everyone, that's called mass awareness marketing. So you're looking to get mass awareness. However, if you spend your time, if you're at a place where you're in the transition and you're going from W-2 to employee, W-2 to entrepreneur, and you spend your time talking to your product, in an example, is cars, and you're selling vehicles for a living, and you're working hours, spending your time talking to a 12-year-old. You're talking to a 12-year-old and you're saying, hey, I want you to check out the interior of this car. And the 12-year-old is going to say, what? Wow, that's amazing. Hey, look under the hood. Wow, that's 0 to 60. How fast? 4 seconds? Oh my gosh. And you're spending your time working with this potential client who's 12 years old. Guess what's going to happen when it's time to pay?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Who said nothing? Did Terrance say that?
The question is, I really want you to be clear on who is the ideal client now.
Okay.
I understand that you can serve a lot of people, but who's the ideal client that you want to spend your time with, especially if you're in a place right now where you're light on resources. If you're in the transition phase, you're light on resources, you're light on manpower. So you want to spend every waking moment with qualified people and transitioning, finding out what they want and what you're going to provide towards what they want. So before we go to everyone, let's hit our low-hanging fruit now. Low-hanging fruit, which is if we're looking at a tree and our goal is to get the apple, what am I going to do? Am I going to climb the tree 50 feet up, trying to get the apple up top? Or am I just going to put my hand up and just reach and grab the apple and eat that? While other people are trying to go up 50 feet and keep falling, I'm just grabbing apples that's at the bottom and I'm eating them. And then one day I get to the point where I'm saying, I'm so full, I don't care if I try to keep climbing up and I keep falling. One day I'm going to figure out how to build a ladder, climb up to the top because I took care of everything at the bottom. So let's go for the low-hanging fruit first, and then we'll climb up. So who would be your low-hanging fruit client now?
So the ideal client is what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be like probably international speakers. Yeah.
Okay,
basically.
International speakers.
Yeah.
And how much now here's the thing about international speakers, because I'm in that space. And I work, I have access to thousands of speakers at the push of a button right now. And what I've recognized is that there's a large percentage that aren't generating income in their speaking business, but however, they're a speaker. And there's a small percentage that are generating income. So how much overall is that speaker generating?
Gosh, I don't know.
All right, so great. Here's a way to identify. How much is your product?
It will depend on what it is. It depends on the event as well. And I do need to get going in a couple of minutes, unfortunately. So I need to get ready too.
All right, so no problem. So here, let me give you the key things that you need to know.
Yes, thank you.
Number one, you're going to need to identify who you're truly marketing to, and that's number one. Number two is you want to find out where do they spend their time online. If you're marketing to a millennial, hit up Instagram, hit up TikTok. If you're looking for a business professional in a corporate sector, for example, if you're looking to get into an organization, go on LinkedIn and market on LinkedIn. So find out where your client is spending time. Number three, you want to create a content program, a content marketing plan. Now, what a lot of companies are doing is they're throwing ads out. They're just throwing advertisement. People automatically, innately skip over ads. What you want to do is create content that's going to support them. So, for example, I'm not too sure about your business, and I know you got to go, so I'll give you an example of another client that I'm working with right now. Currently, she's a speaker on my tour, and her product is healthcare, where she's teaching people the effects of sugar, and she coaches people on taking control of their health. So content marketing, what she's doing for content is she's giving out on social media how to eat chocolate while you have diabetes. Many people who have diabetes are like, hey, I'm interested in that. That's what I told her to do. I said, give content. So her content that she's giving is eat chocolate while you have diabetes. A lot of people are going to consume that content trying to figure it out. Then at some point in there, you're going to give a call to action. The call to action is going to be somehow where you're going to lead capture. So what's the last number that I was at, Ceretta? Ceretta, what's the last number I gave?
Where's my client spending time?
Where's your client spending time? What number was that?
That was
3.
All right, number 3. So then number 4 is you want to capture their data. Look, so many people are so consumed about marketing and getting awareness that they don't actually convert.
Right.
So a lot of people know you, but they never become clients. What I'm focused on when I work with people, and especially in what I want to give to Lotus's people here, what I'm focused is on conversion. That way you can get more people to know you because you have more income. So you got to get conversion. So the 4th thing is going to be bring them to an opt-in to convert. So for example, I'm on YouTube, but I'm that client. I'm on YouTube and I'm giving content away about eating chocolate while on diabetes. And I say, hey, I actually have a workbook that's going to give, or I actually have a recipe book that's going to give you all the recipes that you can get, that you can be able to eat chocolate while on diabetes. They go there, they put in their first name, last name, email, and phone number. Now what do you have? You have a lead. So Takako, whatever you're giving, figure out what the content that your people would want to have. What information do they want to learn? And then give a call to action where you bring them to an opt-in page, a landing page, where you're going to give them something for free. And whatever that thing is for free, they're going to put in their first name, last name, email, and phone number. Now you have a lead. Now either you or your sales team are going to call them, schedule an appointment to say, hey, we're just going to do a consultation. What is that consultation? That consultation is a sales call. Now you're taking care of your low-hanging fruit. A percentage of them are going to become your clients. After they become your clients, now you have more income and more money to be able to spend for awareness on your brand and your business.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much for all of that. Wonderful. And I look forward to listening to the replay.
All right.
Right.
Fantastic. So thank you so much.
Was that valuable for you?
Sorry?
Was that valuable for you?
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Right on.
Okay, fantastic. So thank you so much. Stay tuned and take care. We appreciate
All right. See you.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Fantastic. So thanks, Takako Matsudira, for coming in over from Japan. We appreciate you. And we got a couple comments right quick. Alfrienzia Bynum says, great knowledge. And she says, hello to everybody. And I'd like to, once you get a breather, Andy, I think Wanda was next up on the box with a question. So let me go ahead and make sure we get Wanda's question up. Wanda, you about ready with your question?
I am.
All right. And here we go. Wanda's question is, what if, well, I'm going to let Wanda ask you. She right here.
Oh, okay. Well, we typed it up and everything. We prepared. Okay. We prepared. So Andy, what I do in the space of helping others, like just identify what their needs are and what they want in terms of business, I'm continually expressing the need of a budget of marketing budget. So my question to you is to give advice to the new entrepreneur, or even not the new entrepreneur, but just an entrepreneur on a limited monthly budget, say $1,000. What would you suggest that they spend that $1,000 as far as marketing?
What is the product?
Well, it could be a lot of the people that I talk to, they have a coaching business. Some have products that they sell. Like one of the clients came to me, she's in the space of network marketing. Her product is facial skincare. So she was asking, she's asked that question as well of marketing dollars. So where would you, like if they have a physical product and say that
there's the actual what do you call it? There's the for facial products and e-commerce products. That's what it's called. Well, so like the skincare products, there's a way to market it on social media and market it on the internet using Google ads, Facebook ads, and spend that $1,000 and then get a return on investment through the sales of your product. So a percentage of the people who have impressions are going to see that product. And then you'll have what you call a CTR, which is a click-through rate. and then you have which is how many people click through on that actual ad, and then you have a conversion rate, which is how many people go to the webpage and purchase your product. And based on that $1,000, you can gauge on how much it costs to sell one product. Now, here's the thing. So I'm not widely versed in that arena. I'm versed in the personal branding space, about branding space. So the coach, I'm gonna give some value for the specific coach. Now, for the people who are looking for the Facebook ads and the Google ads, what you're gonna Google search is how to increase conversion using Facebook ads. Mm-hmm. That's what you're gonna want to search. Right. Now, for the personal branding aspect, for that coach or for the speaker, the best way is $1,000. I mean, for advertisement, you're only going to get so many leads. Now, dependent on the campaign, if you're spending it on advertisement, dependent on the campaign, the amount of leads that you get, if you're good at closing over the phone, doing a transaction over the phone, where you're able to do this 4-step sales process. Here's the 4 steps of that sales process over the phone. The first step is greet/connect. The second step is to qualify. So the qualification is when you're learning about the client's needs and problems. The third step is to present your problem, present your solution to their problem. And the fourth step is to close. So
make sure you write this down, folks. Sorry about that, Andy, but write this down, because he is giving you information that costs people thousands of dollars day in and day out. We got Wanda Hollis, Wake Up Winning. We got Terrance Leftridge, the Unstoppable. And of course, we have Ceretta Adams, who is running for state senate on here. And we also have the magnificent author, Jennifer McNeill, on here as well. And we're giving you information that's going to help you level up in every area of your life. But we're targeting specific areas right now. So if you don't have a pen, if you don't have a pencil, go ahead and get it right now. If you can't find a pencil, if you can't find a pen, use your cell phone, use your money maker, and shake what your mama gave you to get what you need to get so you can move forward. Okay. And if you like what he's saying, put a 3 down in the comment. Put a 3 down in the comment. Share this with your mama, your daddy, your uncle, your sister. What did you call them the other day, Wanda? Your enemies?
Your frenemies and your enemies.
Frenemies and your enemies. Okay. Share it and start a what?
Start a watch party.
Start a watch party.
That's right. So please go ahead, Andy.
So when it comes to the personal space, and I see Ceretta ask a question as well that's not on the screen yet, and this is going to be great for Ceretta as well. What you really want to create is the best way to spend your dollars is to put people to work for you in the coaching space.
Yes.
So the first thing that you want to do when you're starting out in any sector, and you got to create a personal brand. So your objective right now is not necessarily to sell a product, but it's for you to get known, your name to get known, right. Ceretta Smith to get known, Wanda Hollis to get known, my man over here. The first thing that you want to do is to get known, is create awareness. The second thing that happens, once you create enough awareness, a percentage becomes attracted to you, and they keep consuming your content. Okay, and after people become attracted to you, then they're gonna admire your content and continue follow you. This is what we call know, like, and trust. When people know me, they like me, they trust me. After that, they buy from me. So you want to get known. How do you do this and get the max for your dollars? You can put out Facebook ads. That is one way. But your most strategic $1,000 output is going to be paying for people to get you on shows. Paying for people to get you on podcasts. So number one, you're going to pay for people to get you on podcasts. So like, for example, my schedule is jam-packed. We do about 40 podcasts a month. And the way that I do that, I don't call people I don't, like, Andy Audate doesn't call people. It just literally just shows up on my calendar, and there's a Zoom link. I click on it and I actually meet the person there for the first time. So paying for people to get you. So you want to contact a podcast agency. If you need one, let me know. I can put you in touch with one. So you want to contact the podcast agency so they can get you on there. Number two, you want to hire virtual assistants outside of the United States. Your $1,000 will go stronger than in the U.S. Mm-hmm. In the U.S., you may pay $10, $15, $25 per hour. Outside of the country, you may spend $1.75 to $3 an hour, maybe $4 an hour. and you're paying for someone, where did they go? What are they doing? What are they doing? They're doing research for you to get you on stages.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They're getting you on stages. They're getting you on podcasts. So they're doing the reach out for you. So $1,000, man, you can go 7 weeks with $1,000 with a full-time employee. 7 weeks with a full-time employee. What's their sole job is to get you known. And that's going to include getting you on magazines. So you want to start getting on what I call every line of communication. You want to you want to get on Facebook Live. You want to get on podcasts. That's what you want to do. Get in front of people get on stages as much as possible. Share your message. A percentage is going to get attracted to you. A percentage is going to like you. A percentage is going to trust you. And then you're still going to do what? Get them to opt in.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
Good stuff. Good
so
stuff.
If you haven't shared this, everybody on here, if you haven't shared this, go ahead and share this. Share this. Start a what?
Watch party.
There you go. There you go. So whoever's watching can get this knowledge and they can help themselves ignite and take flight. So Ceretta and Wanda, thank you both for those amazing questions. And I'm going to move over. Miss McNeill is standing by, ready to come back on, and Joshua's ready to come back on. So any other questions before we move and continue being unstoppable, ladies?
No, that's it. That was it. That clinched everything for me because I'm constantly pushing exposure. So yeah,
okay,
definitely.
So Andy, you took Coretta's question. Have you ever coached or worked with someone in the political arena? If yes, what tips would you give me to brand? And you knocked it over into Europe. Okay, you got up to the back, reared up, and you knocked it over into Europe. So thank you for answering that question.
I'm going to challenge you. I'll challenge you to get out of your space.
Okay.
I'll challenge you to get out of your space. So here's what that could look like. It's going to be fully on collaboration. Fully on collaboration. So you need to have a team that gets you on different shows that's completely not in the political space.
Okay.
That's completely not in the political space, and talk about their topic. Why?
Okay.
Because once you have the people, there is nothing. Once you have the people, there is no like you have the power. Once you have the masses, you have the power. So here's what that could look like. You can contact the gamers. And I want you to interview the gamers, the people who sit in front. Like, why would the person in political office, like, why not interview me? I mean, that's like, I'm nervous. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble, but interact and collaborate with them. Why? Okay. Because their audience is gonna say, hey, look, I don't watch CNN. I don't know anything about politics. You know how I found out? No, I'm not BSing you. You know how I found out Donald Trump was president?
Wow.
I found out he was running the day he got elected. I found out he was running the day he got elected. I don't consume that content. If I'm not, there's a large group that's not. However, there's people in the entrepreneur space that's consuming that I consume their content on a daily basis.
Exactly.
So if you collaborate with the person that has 800,000 followers, 1 million followers, and you say, let me get on your podcast, I got a message to say about fitness.
Okay.
Why about fitness? I'm a fitness guru. You're running for politics. Aren't you going to talk about politics? No, I'm going to talk about fitness. And then you're going to bring in the reason that I'm running for, and then that's when they realize that you're running. Now you have a wider audience. I bet you no one in your sector is doing this.
Right. Got it.
Good stuff.
Got it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So then this question, for those of you that's coming in, come on in. If you like what Andy is putting out, if you like what our other entrepreneurs is putting out, go ahead and put a 4 down below. Put a 4 down below. 4, you want some more. 4, you want some more. Put it down below. And Wanda said, what advice could you give a new entrepreneur just starting out with $1,000 monthly marketing budget? And Andy talked about that. So if you missed it, hit the replay. Okay. So with that being said, we're going to get to Mr. Unstoppable himself's question. Let me go ahead and grab that question so that you guys can kind of understand what he's got to say. So here we go. I'm going to grab this and put it right up there for you so that you can get this, because this is a great question. So here we go. Terrance
All right.
Leftridge, are you ready? Are you ready to share your question with everybody?
I stay ready so I don't have to get ready. Yes,
There it is. Go ahead and share your question. Woo!
You know what? And this is a key marketing question, and then you've probably gotten it before, and you have really addressed it a little bit in some of the other answers, but I got to put it out there for those where it flew over their head. So the question is, when we're talking about our marketing strategy, what's more important? Is it more important to have a great graphic designer that gives you these great glitzy, colorful graphics? Or is it more important to have that great copywriter who can give you that great content put together in the right smooth, swaying format so it gets people to do what you said, which is call to action, which is either to do that lead generation or to close that sale or to just get on your list? Which one do you think is the best to have? Or what's more important to have?
Neither.
All right.
Neither. What I'm focused on is mass awareness. If you want to come up in a short time, and mind you, everyone has a different goal. So the people that I work with is like, hey man, I gotta get big this year. Like I don't have a 5-year plan. I never had a 5-year plan. I got a 6-month plan. I got a 30-day plan. Right now, I got an 11-day plan with my team. We're like, all right, we got 11 days. And we counted the hours. We were like, hey, team, right now to the end of the month, we have 570 hours. What are we doing? So that's the mindset that my team has. We have 570 hours. Hey guys, we just wasted an hour having this meeting. Okay, so what are we doing in the next 5 seconds?
I like you.
And there's team members that I have that are like I hire people specifically for these stats. Where I'm like, hey, how many days, how many hours do we have until our target? And we focus on that. So look, man, it's about mass awareness. Why? Because there's going to be a large percentage that's going to hit the landing page, and they're not even going to look at the copyright. They're going to go straight to the video. There's going to be a percentage that's going to skip over the video, only read the copyright, and there's going to be a percentage that's going to be attracted to the graphics. So you want to get as many people funneling. So my focus is going to be, man, I'm telling you, man. I have multiple shitty landing pages, man. I'm telling you, I can spend a lot more time making it beautiful. I can spend a lot more time making my landing page beautiful. I mean, I just got in contact with one of my team members who works for the company. He works with me as well, a freelance, and then he works for the company that creates my landing pages, Kajabi. And our time is spent on traffic, not on how well it looks. Why? Because, man, if they want it, they're going to opt in.
I love it.
If they want, they're gonna opt in, and then someone from my team will give them a call, and they buy. So it's not about how beautiful. Like I just created a logo, and I barely use it. So I have entrepreneurs who say, "But I need a logo. I can't." I said, "Dude, I don't even." I asked my sister. I said, "Where's our logo, PNG? Like, where's our logo? I don't even know where." People have better logos than me, but our companies produce. Why? Because what is your energy focused on? So to answer that question, brother, it would be neither. It would be traffic.
I love it. And it sounds like you subscribe to the ideal of done is better than perfect. And for me and my clients, I tell people to just get something done. The number one thing that stops you from producing and getting to the next level of your greatness is because you're waiting on it to be perfect. There's never going to be the perfect graphic. There's never going to be the perfect content. But if you get something done and you get it out there, then you can always move to the next level and make it greater later. I love it.
Exactly.
Thanks a lot.
Make it greater later. I love it.
Make it greater later. Need to write that down.
Terrance,
say that again.
Terrance,
I'm writing it down.
I got it.
Mr. Unstoppable, Mr. Unstoppable coaching.
Yeah, Mr. Unstoppable. So you and I both know that in the space, like when you create advertisement, there's certain colors that trigger responses. Where if you have the same photo, like if you have a photo of a woman for the hair salon product, if you have a photo of a woman and the background is purple versus being yellow, the purple will have a higher click through than the yellow. Something that simple. And there's more people that focus on debating whether the yellow or the purple, and they spend weeks, hey, we should do yellow. No, we should do the purple. We should do the yellow. And they'll debate on that. All while they're debating, I've tested both. So I want your people to have the understanding, Lotus, that your people, action before knowledge, take action, receive the knowledge based on the action, the way around.
Woo, woo, woo!
Right.
Did I tell you he was coming through? Did I tell you he was coming through?
Yes.
He's coming through.
Yes.
Everybody needs to be taking super notes because this is a factual information here.
Yeah, he just told you. He didn't say knowledge is power. He told you applied knowledge is power. Don't just get stuck with the knowledge. Go out and put it into action.
Not even try to even attain the knowledge. Look, not even attain the knowledge. It's to take action, and because you took action, you receive the knowledge. How do you know?
Exactly.
How do you know that's gonna work? Why I did it? That's the mindset.
Right.
Why? Because I did it.
Right.
And guess what? You don't know what you don't know until you ask someone that does know.
Absolutely.
There we go. So Joshua Adams is the manager for a wonderful place down in Douglasville, Georgia. And I think he might have just kind of slipped off. So when Joshua comes back, we want to bring him up because Joshua helps people in the realm of fitness. And this is a Black-owned business. A woman owns his business, and it is his cousin. And they have a couple places. Oh, my God. I got the author of Stripe, Strength, and Lipstick. She fell off, but she said, you know what, by any means necessary. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Let me bring your picture in. Let me see. Turn your camera on, Jennifer. Turn your camera on. Okay, you got it on. Turn your camera on. All right. I can't see you. Turn your camera around.
Turn it around.
To you, so we can see you. Now your camera's off. So while Jennifer's getting this ready, Andy, I want to ask you this question. Jennifer is the author of this book, okay? And she's prior military, and we have a lot of military people that are coming on these broadcasts that are getting ready to transition out of the military, okay? And they spend so many years. Jen, how many years were you in the Army?
I was in the Army 25 years.
Okay, and what was your title?
When I retired, I was a troop command sergeant major for Eisenhower Army Medical Center.
Awesome.
Wow.
So you can imagine, Andy, it's scary coming out of the military after 25, 30 years and finding out, you got to recreate yourself. So what would you tell a person that's coming out of the military that has to recreate him or herself? Because that's what Jennifer did.
Mm-hmm.
What would you share with them? How to get themselves out there and get going?
In the marketing aspect?
Yes.
Ooh, that is a very good question. It's a deep question because everybody have different confidence levels.
So Jennifer.
So the first thing is that you have to be comfortable with self.
Wow. True.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because before you can present the image that you want them to see, you have to be comfortable with yourself. That means you've taken in all your military experience and you understand and know what your own self-worth is.
Right.
Because technically you're selling yourself.
Right.
Always.
So Jen, let me ask you this because I was shooting that question out. I'm happy you answered that because you have so much time in service. So if you had one question in regard to what you just said to ask Andy, what would it be to him so he could help your brothers and sisters that's coming out of military service?
Follow your dreams.
Follow your dreams.
The Army has given you, follow your dreams. The military has given you skills so you know what you want to do with your life. Don't let the negative vibes and the naysayers tell you no, don't do something that you feel deep in your heart is something that you really want to do. Recognize the gift when it lands in your lap. So when I retired, I expect.
Yes.
Retired as director for patient services without, but it happened. It was a position that was, the transition was relatively easy for me. Managing dental students was just like managing soldiers.
Right. So hold on 1 second, Jim, because this question really was designed for you to ask Andy. Okay, but we know you're a powerhouse. She's over one of the Toastmasters down in Augusta, Georgia. So she's used to giving people information and telling people how to have intestinal fortitude, because that's her saying. That's where I get it from. So the question to you, Jennifer, for you to ask Andy, you ask Andy a question that, like, one burning question from all your knowledge, what would you ask him to give to people like you that just recently got out the military or will be getting out?
I'm not so sure that my question is going to be relative to everyone else, but I respect his and the other guest expertise. So I have a question that's been troubling me as a young entrepreneur, in the sense that I'm just getting in the game, if you follow me.
Yes.
And my question is, I get all these emails from agents from social media sites saying that for X number of dollars, we can do this for you, and for X number of dollars, we can do that for you. How do you determine which of the reputable ones are, how much money you should spend? I mean, what's a good guideline in regards to a budget for that type of advertisement? You follow me?
Great question.
The question is, you're getting emails from different companies to manage your social media on your behalf for X amount of dollars. And your question is, how do you determine which company is the right company to choose?
I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, it's okay. Just continue to watch your broadcast, but go ahead and restate your question.
Okay, did he hear it? I wanted to know, how do you differentiate between reputable sources when you're getting all these emails from these guys on social media saying that they can increase your audience, they can do this and they can do that for you? How do you differentiate to know which one to choose or to go with?
Great question.
Great question. I think he heard you.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I want to chime in right quick because he's formulating, his wheel is turning. But one way that you do that is come on these podcasts. You come on these podcasts with real people that's waking up winning every day because they're unstoppable and moving into government to make some significant change, and having people on here like the author of Stripes, Stars, and Lipsticks to ask critical questions, but also who are here with Andy Audate. And we know who he is. He is the market miracle, Andy Audate, that's going to give you good information to help you weed through the real from the unreal. That's one way to do it. What you think, Andy?
One of the things that you really have to determine. Now, I'm not 100% sure that this is going to be the best suited answer. Why? Because my growth never took place from an outside company coming in to do it for me. It's always been self-created. So I never had to dissect one or the two. But I've been approached, I would say, well over 600 times in my company from emails, people calling in. I mean, just today, I have 3 people trying to get me on the line to promote something to me where they can help me with my growth. And so I recognize that it's their clear understanding of where you're going. If they're not truly clear as to where you're really going, if they can't reiterate that back to you in clear sense, it's not going to be more followers. I'm telling you that it's not. It's not going to be, I'm going to get you more followers. That's not the case right now, because with the push of a button, I can press a button and create more followers. It's not more followers. It's not more likes. What you really want to get a clear understanding is what's the response and who you're bringing to me. Because the truest desire that you want is, I want to get in front of a qualified person who desires my product or who desires my service. So if that person clearly understands your product, that they can repeat it back to you. I mean, they can tell you your prices, they can tell you your goals, they can tell you your product offering, they can tell you your history, and they have that much knowledge on you, Give them a shot. Give that person a shot. Not the person who says, I'm going to get you famous, or I'm going to get you known, or I'm going to get you a bunch of likes, or I'm going to get you a bunch of comments. You're not looking for that person. You want the person who can say, hey, your book starts, man, 25 years in service. Because you were in 25 years, I recognize one of the mental challenges that you might have or the mental challenges that your client might have, if they're just like you, is not identifying themselves. So who you're looking for is people that are looking to identify themselves. So because they recognize that, that's the type of person you want to go with, not the person who's going to tell you a bunch of different measurables that sound good, but you can't back it up based on, because their campaign is not going to be for you, because they're not going based off their knowledge of you. They're going based off of an algorithm that they do for everyone else.
Wow.
Good.
Great stuff.
Wow.
Great thing.
Did that help, Jennifer?
Clarity.
Did that help, Jennifer? Can you hear me, dear? She may be writing this down.
Everybody should be.
So, Jennifer, if that helped, go ahead and put a 1 down in the box. Can you hear me, dear? She laughing. I think she can hear me. So I'm gonna hang up with Jennifer right now because she's watching the broadcast. And if you like what you just heard, Jennifer, put a 1 down in the box. Now, we have entrepreneurs on this platform. Did it help anybody on the platform?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
I totally agree, because it's all a matter of whoever you bring onto your team or you employ outside of yourself, they have to really know what you're about. They have to know what your mission is, what do you want to accomplish, your brand message and all of that. And I always say, when I work with people, I have to be more in love with what you're doing in order to serve you, because at the end of the day, we're all just serving one another. And it can't be about what the numbers say. It just can't be about that, because then it's not natural. It has to be that real, authentic, kind of organic type of delivery that we're doing. And this is everything, because people can see a lie, and you don't want to be represented as a lie.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's
and
powerful.
You also want to make sure that you are, a lot of people feel that, oh, this person is going to take care of all of this for me. And while they may be able to produce those numbers for you, if they are putting out numbers for you, but your stuff ain't clear, it's just a lot of people been seeing some unclear stuff. And that still isn't going to translate or convert into you getting a client and you getting cash. So if you are just out there for people to see your unclear stuff, then you spend that money to have somebody get you all the numbers of your unclear stuff. But if you're trying to convert and you're trying to get cash and you're trying to get clients that are going to benefit from your clarity and the clear problem that you solve, then now you work on that first. Then you work on getting somebody on your team to help you get your message out to your masses.
Absolutely.
Woo! You
good stuff. Good stuff.
Terrance, that was good stuff. And if you guys that are out there taking in this wonderful information, you think it's good stuff, go ahead, put down below good stuff. Because Mr. Unstoppable, you just went all the way with that. You just went all the way with that. So I'm gonna put this up there. Did I get that right, Terrance? Did I get that right?
You got it right. Yes, yes.
Can you tell us what that means? Can you tell us what that means?
So you know what? I step outside of the box. Everybody talked about the word unstoppable, but they focus on the wrong part of it. Unstoppable is actually 3 words in one. It's it's stop, but the most powerful part of that word is able, A-B-L-E. And if I can help people to stop focusing on the things that are stopping them and start focusing on the things that they are able to do, then I'll help you move from being stuck right into being unstoppable. And that's why they call me Mr. Unstoppable.
All right, Mister.
Wow.
All right, Mister.
Wow. And Wanda, I really enjoyed what you said earlier as well, because it's unequivocal that what Andy was saying about you have to know what your intention is, who your market is, who you're talking to, and make sure you're not just dealing with any flim-flam person. So, Wanda, can you tell us why you tell people to wake up winning?
Because, you know, when you woke up, my point is, if you woke up, then you're winning. Some just don't know it yet, you know, and we have to be willing to follow our dream. We have to be willing to do the work that it takes to manifest those dreams. And when you've come through a lot of stuff like I have, you realize the value of life. You realize that every moment, I totally identify with you know, with King Andy, what he was talking about in terms of, you just got to get out here and do it. A lot of figuring out things, you just figure it out as you go. When I started my very first broadcast, I didn't know. All I knew is that I needed another platform to bring my products to the marketplace.
Right.
And so I just got started. I didn't read a whole bunch of books to do that. I didn't try to, you know, figure out I didn't go to a lot of people asking a bunch of questions. And when we realize that in order to wake up winning, we got to open up, and we have to wake up and be willing to put all of our eggs in that basket and just be expecting them to hatch, you know. And too many people are just waiting for somebody else's approval and waiting for somebody else to give them that pat on the back. And you got to know that you come to this world by yourself. You're going to leave by yourself. So you might as well serve yourself, serve others in the process, gather with the right people, do collective collaborations, and be about making an impact, you know. And that's why I fight so hard for other people's dreams. Wake up winning, no matter what, is a mission. You know, it's a message, it's a decision to win.
I love it. I love it.
You know, so that's what we do every day. We wake up winning.
Andy, you doing this? You doing my number right here. You are putting out that positive information on everybody, because Wanda I'm all shaky now because
Wanda really, you know, I wanted to present, you know, what I've seen, especially with people like us who are melanin and blessed, and I see that there's a hesitancy to go all in. There's a hesitancy to take action before knowledge. You know, my parents came from the era of you must go to school, Andy, and I was pretty much outcast for the first 3 years of my entrepreneurship journey because I didn't go to college. But when I came to create what I created, it now like as of a couple months ago, now they're like, okay, I like you, okay. So it's recognizing that
you all right now.
You all right now. I still have doubts, but maybe you should go back to school. But I get it more. But it's recognizing who God created you to really be. It's recognizing that part. So, you know, like the person who came out of the military, I don't know the military. I know there's a lot of discipline, but I don't know the PTSD and the mental challenges that come out when you're experiencing 30 years of strict discipline in a certain regimen and then coming out to the free. I don't know the challenges, and if there are any, I don't know. But I know that one of the key determining factors that I've recognized in the people that I've been around, like, such as yourself, Lotus, is that we have a clear understanding of who we are. The question or the challenge that takes place is when we hear too many outside voices telling us who we are. And then we question our own selves and say, maybe I am supposed to be a real estate agent. I know in my heart I'm supposed to be a speaker sharing my testimony of overcoming and challenges, for example. But that person said I could get rich being a real estate agent. And I'm going through some challenges right now. Maybe I should be a real estate agent. Or maybe I should be a multi-level marketing agent in a multi-level marketing company. I know in my heart I have a message for the world. I haven't monetized it correctly, but maybe I should be on that. And we sway. And then that's when we start being in balance, where we're like, hey, I'm unfulfilled every single day. Why am I not? It's because of the hesitancy to go all in on yourself. So, you know, if this is going to come to us towards the end, I want to share with the audience is that take some time out and go lay down on your bed. Seriously, and I'm being real with yourself, real with your people. Take some time out, go lay down on your bed, and I want you to paint the picture of your life that you desire. And then once you hear that voice says, but John told me, but mom told me, but so-and-so told me I should, negate that conversation and write your life to God as to how you do. And I know there's going to be a bunch of Christians that's going to say, but God tells you what. I get that. I truly believe in my soul and my heart that God is the one that's writing the paper, not me. So when I write down that letter to God, it's really a revealing to me of what I'm supposed to be doing and what's for me, not that was told by 6 other people. And I'm over here living an unfulfilled life. So number one is to lay down on your bed and imagine your life, the best version of your life, and do not doubt.
Yes.
Number 2 is to get up and grab that piece of paper, and I have mine with me at all times. There since 2014, when I started my first company, this is exactly what I did. I said, who am I? What am I creating? Because what we are here is a bunch of creators. We're producers. In the world, you have producers and consumers. We're a bunch of producers. So I always have mine on me. It's always with me. I know where my direction is. I know this is my GPS right here. So get on a piece of paper and write it down. I am this. I am that. I created this. I created that. And stick to this. Now, you may shift, but you're not going to shift too far from what you've written down. This is what you truly want. Anything else is a shiny object. Commit to this. Watch yourself succeed.
Wow. Bam.
Bam. That's all it takes. That's it. That's it.
Write the vision, make it
plain. That's it.
Write the vision.
You cannot chase shiny objects. You cannot chase shiny objects.
Yes. Because, and I love what you said, because your I am is your GPS.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I like that.
Your
Ceretta,
I am is your GPS.
I'm gonna challenge you, Ceretta. I'm gonna challenge. I don't know your history, Ceretta, but this is also for your people. That whatever your boundary is, mentally, strategically, tactically. So mentally, you got to go outside. So are you just focused on a certain part of Georgia or the whole state of Georgia?
The whole state of Georgia.
All right, perfect. So I want you to get out of Georgia. I want you to mentally market outside of Georgia. Put your energy and your efforts completely past Georgia. Make sure that people, once you go into Florida, people are like, oh my gosh, I keep seeing you. What is your, I keep seeing you, but I like your stuff. I don't really, You want to get people in Florida to feel you. All right? Yes. Expand. Now, strategically, that your strategy completely expands past Georgia. So find out the population of Georgia, multiply it by 3. That's your marketing reach now.
Wow.
So the population of Georgia, multiply it by 3. And then tactically, what you actually do, multiply that by 3 at minimum, where you're like, hey, I'm going to reach X amount of people in Georgia, multiply that by 3. Now, here's what's going to probably happen. So I'm going to tell you because we only have so much time on this live. Yes. Here's what's probably going to happen. There's going to be a question of, I don't see how, I don't understand how. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Commit first, figure the rest out later. Once your commitment takes place, what's going to happen therefore after your subconscious mind, which is a portion of your brain, it's a group of cells at the stem of your brain called the reticular activating system. RAS, the reticular activating system. People talk about law of attraction in my life. Unfortunately, I don't agree with some. I don't believe in law of attraction. I believe in my reticular activating system. You ever see a car where you're like, I want this certain car. Next thing you know, you just keep seeing the car.
Seeing it everywhere you go.
See the car?
Yes, that's happened to me. Yes.
That's the reticular activating system taking place where it overpowers your conscious mind. So what's going to happen is once you commit, because you're committed on the goal, once you see opportunities for you to hit that goal, your brain is naturally going to say, I should do that. Now you're going to say, but I've never done it in the past. And there's going to be that doubt phase where you're going to start doubting. I've never done it in the past. Where am I getting the data from to go ahead and do that? That's your reticular activating system taking place for you on your behalf. So you got to learn to trust your reticular activating system, which is your brain is so damn powerful. You're tapping into 10% of your brain. So if you trust your reticular and now you got to flex that muscle to find out how it works. I know how mine works. I recognize it when it works. So you got to learn to trust it. So if you multiply your target by 3 and you're like, yo, how the hell am I going to do that? I don't know. I've never done that. No one else in my group has ever done that. That's why you're going to win over everyone else. And then you want to commit and you start seeing the different opportunities. So for example, someone might be like, "Hey, get on the UFC podcast." And the average person in your industry is going to say, "UFC? That's fighting. That's violence."
Yes.
No, not me. You're going to say, "Hey, I got on this show with Lotus. Because of Lotus, the reason I'm going to get on that podcast." Next thing you know, you have a percentage of the UFC. When they see an opportunity to vote for you or select you, they're not going to remember the other people because they never saw the other people.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. Good stuff.
Exactly. Because you got to get out there. And yesterday I talked to somebody. He's a multimillionaire. He's got several different businesses and he spent time with me. We had breakfast and I'm not going to mention his name right now, but I want to say this. This is what he told me. He said, "Lotus, I don't like getting out there and putting my face on live and Instagram and all that." And you know what I told him? I said, "You got to get out there because he's already successful. He's already a millionaire. But guess what? Guess what? He can reach so many more people." And I said to him, I looked him dead in the eye. I said, "You know what? When it comes time for you to go back to your higher source, you're going to be held accountable. And the higher source is going to want to know everything I gave you to help people. You were too afraid to get in front of the camera because of the theys. What might they say? What might they think?" Well, guess what? You could have saved someone's life that was about to suicide. You could have saved someone's business that was about to make a bad business decision. And right here today with Andy Audate and Waking Up Wind and Wanda Hollis and the unstoppable, Mr. Unstoppable, Terrance Leftridge, and the Senate hopeful, Ceretta Smith. Right here today, we're making the change. Why? Because we are in front of the camera. I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I said I wasn't going to do it. But guess what? The only way to get the message out there and be unstoppable and wake up winning and being hopeful, right? And making every second count was to come on and do what we're doing. So I'm so happy and so thankful to have all of you guys on here because we have people out there with incredible stories. And if you're trying to get on and talk about your incredible story, please don't forget, go see Mr. Unstoppable and join him on his Unstoppable Stories. The show is with Terrance Leftridge. Please don't discount yourself. Like Andy's been telling us, you got to believe in yourself.
That's right.
You got to set things in motion. And on this progression conference that we're getting ready to embark on, speakers, if you're trying to get on a platform, if you want to put yourself out there, not for fame and fortune, because that's going to come because you're doing what you love to do. But if you want to get out there and bring your message to the world, you need to call me, hit Andy up, and let's work together so we can get you on this progression conference. Because why? It's a progress. This is what life is really about. Progression moving from forward. Where you are today to go where you're trying to go, to be unstoppable and wake up winning so you can ignite and take flight.
Hey, now that's real quick. I know we're short on time. Can I chime in on something that Andy said earlier to Ceretta? And when he challenged her to step outside of Georgia, you know, we all believe that we all have this fantasy in our mind that people are going to love us where we live. But the reality of the fact is, in my coaching practice, and if you guys are willing to say it, probably in your businesses too, I didn't really start to see the trajectory in my business till I stepped out of my comfort zone. What was my comfort zone? My family. What was my comfort zone? My block. What was my comfort zone? My city. What was my comfort zone? My state. The people who knew me, because the people who knew me who for who I was. Right. But they weren't trying to know me for who I am. If you want people to know you not as a Senate hopeful, but as the next senator of the state of Georgia, you're going to have to move away from those people who know you for where you are now and start connecting with those people who need to know you for what you and who you are going to be going forward. And that's for everybody, and no matter what it is that you do. Don't live on your laurels. Recognize that there is more out there that you haven't gone after than what you have already achieved. You got to step outside of this thing, move away from it, and expand your boundaries. And when you expand your territory, you expand your territory.
Absolutely.
That's right. And I want to say this. Powerful, positive energy. Thank
Is
you
that
for
your
saying
thing?
that.
Is
Powerful,
that your thing
boy,
right now?
baby. That's my thing.
We should all
I
do
tell
that.
people I got a 3-year-old in Japan doing this right now because she understands the power of positive energy. So, Coretta, we throwing this at you. Terrance, we throwing this at you. Wanda, we throwing this at you. Andy, we throwing this at you. And I'm throwing it to myself. You know why? Because if we don't do it, who's going to do it? And Terrance, you said something so powerful. Trinius Henderson said this in one of his YouTube. A lot of your family, they're not going to support you. People on the block, they're not going to support you. Not that they don't like you, but they saw you for what you used to be and not how you are now and what you're becoming. So this is the thing. You got to reach out. You got to get outside your comfort zone. You got to come on these podcasts when Andy's on, when Terrance and Wanda and Coretta and myself and so many others are on, trying to reach you, not only to teach you, but to elevate you, to ignite and take flight. So we're getting ready to close and move forward. Woo! Group hug. That's group hug. I thank you so much, and positive energy. So all of you folks out there, we love you again. Andy, I want to give you the last word. I want to start with Coretta. First, yeah, let's clap it up first.
Yay!
This is awesome. Yo, first of all, Wanda, Ceretta, Terrance, and that's it. I'm tripping. I'm like, who's the other person? I realize it's me. Wanda, Ceretta, Terrance.
Yourself too.
Yeah, we had two others. Josiah was on, and Jennifer McNeill, but they were having some issues with computers. Yeah.
I just want to acknowledge Lotus. I know that getting outside, the energy that you put out for your people, the energy that you have, I just want to acknowledge that and recognize you as a host. The majority of the call, I'm like, damn, if this was the 90s, she would have her own TV show. TV's not popular. That's why she got her own show right now. And watch this shit boom in a short period of time. With her consistency, watch this going boom. And Lotus, I prophesied that this is the year for Lotus, Riche, ignites that. Watch what happens this year. You're gonna see yourself this year, and you're gonna look at yourself in February 5th, 2021, and you're gonna look back and you're gonna be like, damn, that was me. Oh yeah, you're not even gonna recognize like what is then, what will happen then is gonna be so common to you that you're not going to recognize where you currently are. So I prophesied much growth and much success because I see the effort that you're putting on, you're out on. I see the effort that you're putting out in the marketplace, as well as obtaining the knowledge and the partnerships and collaboration that you're doing. She's a true testament. Like all the stuff that I'm saying about marketing, Lotus is definitely a true testament as to what to do and how to do it. So it's now once you have knowledge, the challenge for many people is like taking the action. Lotus is definitely a 1%er where she's taking that action.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Kudos to Lotus.
She's an awesome host and awesome leader of the organization that we're currently in now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So Coretta, please, your final words, and we're going to move around. We're going to let everybody have final words, and then Andy, I want you to talk about the Progression Conference before we close. The stage is yours, Coretta.
I'm just thankful. I'm excited to be in the company of such great people. This show today has shifted me. I feel the shift. I see the shift. I believe in the shift. And I'm just excited for what the future holds and what we're going to do together for others and encouraging and inspiring them. And the energy is just crazy. The synergy is just crazy. And I don't mean crazy in a bad way. I mean crazy in a positive way. Yes. And I'm just thankful for the opportunity to be here today. And I'm going to take these things, I'm going to put them in action. And just be looking for me across the United States of America and outside, all over the nation, all over the world. I'm coming.
Ceretta, fly to LA. Look, Ceretta, have someone on your team. If you have a team, if you don't, contact the creative virtual assistant team. If you don't know how to do that, we'll teach you how to do that. Lotus is going to be well equipped with that. Creative virtual assistant team, have them create a content recording schedule for you where you get in contact with a bunch of different podcasters. and you have them either come to you or you go to them in Los Angeles, California. You want to choose Los Angeles, New York, Florida, Boston, Chicago, and fly there for 72 hours. Over the course of those 72 hours, record 12 podcasts, 12 episodes of something on 12 different shows. That's gonna be 4 a day. So 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and then you have dinners with people. Now, all of that content you're funneling back to Georgia. By funneling back to Georgia, everyone's like, yo, but like, I know her in, like, we're all in Georgia doing our thing. This girl over here in Los Angeles,
Wow.
She worldwide.
72
Wow.
hours.
Andy.
All it is 72 hours.
Andy, I got someone from Chi-Town, Ceretta. If you want to go on their radio show, and they are a powerful show, I got somebody from Chi-Town for you.
What did I tell you, Ceretta? We ain't even leave the broadcast yet.
Okay.
My RAS is working.
Yeah.
Amen.
The average person would have said, "Oh no, that's in Chicago. That's not. I'm doing stuff in Georgia." That's them. That's average. What we're doing is preeminent, which is success. That's a calling for a reason. Where we said Chicago,
powerful.
Go over there, book 11 more, funnel all the content back to Georgia, man. Watch you blow up.
Powerful, 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 powerful.
Yes.
Come on, y'all. Y'all better get on it.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at
That formula works for any business. That formula works for every business. Y'all,
yes, it does.
Get it.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Man, you know, like in high school, the worst way to get the girl, get the guy really is to go to the girl, go to the guy.
Directly.
Like that's the worst way. What's the best way? That all the girls in the school know who Andy Audate is, and she doesn't, or they know me, but she's the one. What's she gonna be doing? She gonna go, Clay, who's that dude that you keep
Who's
talking
that
about?
dude?
Who's that dude? Your people in Georgia, it's the same way. All the other states got their attention on Ceretta, and she's running for us though. Like we want her. No, we want her.
Wow.
They're gonna be saying, "Who's that lady? Who's that lady?"
Hey. Woo! Back up for Ceretta. That's what's up. So, all right. So, Ceretta, you just see, you're amazing. You just got us hyped to the hype. So, the next person, your final thoughts as we get ready to maneuver and move forward and close down. If you missed the broadcast, hit replay and start a watch party. Mr. Unstoppable himself, Mr. Terrance Leftridge, what's your last comment?
Man, oh man, this was a stone gas, honey. If I can dig myself, you know, we were having fun, but we was also giving information. We were helping, but we were moving people to the next level of their greatness. And Andy had the audaciousness, yes, I said it, the audacity to come on and share his information free willing. So if you didn't get the information that he was putting down, then you definitely have to go back and hit that replay. Make sure you like and share, because you can't get this information anywhere else. This information is not free if you reach out to Andy directly. He charges to give you this type of information that he freely gave on the show today. And I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to sit here and be a part of it and to bring in that information into my own business. And you know what I always say, I invite you guys to be on my show, Ceretta, definitely Wanda. Andy, I'm going to be reaching out to you to be on the Unstoppable Story Show, because the Millennial Marketing Miracle definitely has an unstoppable story that we would like to share with the masses. And for everybody who's watching this show, no matter where you are in the world today, don't just make it a great day. Go out and make it an unstoppable day.
Absolutely.
Right. Drop that positive energy. So thank you, Terrance. And next in line is Miss the Wake Up Winning Queen of Motivation herself, Wanda D. Hollis. What you got for us as your final comment?
Man, I'm so filled up, so overwhelmed. All the nuggets. This was a gold nugget Wednesday. Okay. Gold nuggets everywhere. In for those that didn't catch it from beginning to the end, they need to go back and watch it. But as we said, everybody's voice was just clearly speaking to take action. Do not sit in 2020 without taking action. implement, keep implementing, keep going for it, and never stop taking action. Recognizing your worth is number one, and knowing that, you know what, your ancestors paid the price for us to be here. So
Yes.
we got to do what we need to do to fulfill the task.
Yes.
And that's why we want to wake up winning all the time. Know that you are enough. Stand strong on your I am enough. And if we get knocked down, make sure you got the right soldiers to come and pick you up. Surround yourself with positive people every day. Always know that we waking up winning, and that's it. I mean, connect with me on I Am Enough Talk Show every first and third Sunday. Follow me through all social media, and let's just bind together and create some very positive things that we all can be proud of.
Amen.
So that's all I got. I'm so full.
Woo, woo! So I'm saving my last comment, and I'm passing my last comment on to the marketing miracle, Andy Audate, and he gonna take us on home from here. So what you got, Andy?
All right, goodbye, y'all. Goodbye.
So if you missed it, what?
Seriously, take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime. Take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity. I'm going to say that again.
Yeah.
Dr. Eric Thomas, take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity. How do I get an opportunity? Some may ask. The opportunity is in the show up. So I'm going to say that again from the top. The quote number one, take advantage of an opportunity of a lifetime in the lifetime of the opportunity. That's the first quote. Now, some people are going to ask, Andy, Wanda, Lotus, Ceretta, Terrance, how do I get an opportunity though? The quote number two, the opportunity is in the show up. That's an Andy Audate quote. The opportunity is in the show up. But I'm broke, but I don't got no money though. Quote number three, the reason people are poor is because they pass over opportunities repeatedly. I will yell in cash that. P-O-O-R. P-O-O-R. Pass over opportunities repeatedly. Pass the first letter. P-O-O-R. Pass over opportunities repeatedly. So what you want to do in this season that you're in right now, because I'm feeling in my spirit that we got some leaders that are experiencing a shift in their business, a shift in their mindset, a shift in their relationships, a shift in their finances. And this season that you're experiencing right now is for a reason. And you needed this right here. Take advantage of an opportunity of the lifetime in the lifetime of an opportunity. What that means is that there's an opportunity that's for you right now, and it has a window.
Yes.
And that window is coming to pass at some point. So what you want to do in this current season is take advantage of it. And in order for you to receive that season, receive the opportunity, what's going to happen is that there's going to be opportunities for you to be present. Number one, when you show up, you got to show up physically. That's number one. So, for example, Lotus and I were speaking at the Progression Conference in Atlanta, Georgia. And where else are you speaking, Lotus?
Atlanta, Las Vegas. I'll be in Los Angeles in about a week or two. I'll be in Ohio this week. And then I'm in New York speaking. So I'll be disseminating the dates during the Progression Conference where you can find us. And then I'll be in Africa in September.
So number one, you want to show up physically. So recognizing the opportunities in the show up, you want to show up physically. Number two, you want to show up powerfully. What that means is that you have to be in the room and let your presence be known.
Yes.
That the whole room is like, yo, this person was just in here. Who the hell was that?
Yep.
That's my intention every time I walk in. That's yours as well. So show up physically, number one, show up powerfully, number two. And recognizing that the reason people are poor is because they pass over opportunities repeatedly. So you do not want to pass over an opportunity. Next thing I want you to know is you got to think big, baby. Like, this is your year.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
you don't been through some shit, huh?
Yep.
You don't been through some stuff, huh? Think big. Past Georgia, past Florida. I want you to think big, think huge. And I want you to recognize that you are more than capable. Disregard your look. I said to the guy, I said, I'm overweight. I'm black. I'm a college dropout. There's no way I can be successful. I'm destined to be a thug. I'm destined to be a gangster. So I had my do-rag on tight, man. I had the drugs in my backpack, but I knew something was bound for me. I recognize the same for you, that something's bound for you as well. 2017, I wrote, hey, 2020, with my hands like this, I'll be in Forbes. January 12, 2020, I'm in Forbes. Why? I wrote the vision, I made it plain. I recognize that I have a vision. So you have a vision. What is your vision? And have you written it to the point that when you see the opportunity in front of you, that your reticular activating system, because you're so clear that your reticular activating system is going to see it, recognize that it's an opportunity, and you'll show up physically and you'll show up powerfully. So when you're leaving here today, and I want to thank Lotus for having me. I want to thank Wanda, Ceretta, Terrance, but to the people that are watching, if you're on here watching, you're watching for a specific reason. You are destined to be here. There's a reason you follow Lotus. There's a reason you're with Wanda. There's a reason you're here. And this is not by accident. I want you to shut this off at some point when this is over. Not now, because when it's over, because Lotus is going to be, Lotus going to be mad. When this is over, that you close your laptop, you close your phone, and you say, what is my vision? And make a decision today. Today. Not tomorrow, not later, today. Who will you be in the next 6 months?
Yes.
Who will you be? Not what you will be. Who will you be?
Who will you be?
Who will you be? I will be. That's my time.
Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. And that's it. If you didn't get it, hit the replay. Start a watch party.
Watch party.
And continue to give out what? That positive energy. Drop that positive energy. And we are out. See ya.
See ya.